99. Welcome to 99 ain't good enough.
Let them know how
We'll be
early
keeping
we got
it
up
100.
here, Ree. I got my slides on. You drinking your little coffee.
Man, I'm drinking a little tea.
Uh-oh.
Green, the mint tea, caffeine free.
Not chamomile.
Man, no chamomile, no chamomile, no none of that.
Hey,
I'm
man.
high on life.
What
Hey?
what happened with all these names and all? Can I just get some tea?
Oh, them
No.
days over.
No.
Them days
Man,
over,
listen.
Coach Jones.
This is some mint oolong
Listen,
tea.
if y'all had
fresh
something
from Nova Scotia.
Oh, see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? All this here. If y'all had seen me going to get some light bulbs the other day, and I looked at all them light bulbs, the dude talking about what it, I said, man, I just want to light up the damn room.
That's all.
I ain't trying to run a sign.
You just want 100 watt.
Hey,
Hey, you remember when everything was 100 watt?
That's it.
Everything was 100 watts.
Put
You
a
turn the light
lampshade
on,
over
the
it.
light bust. It'll bust, literally bust, Nick. Boom. Like,
listen.
what happened to the light bulb?
That's remind me. And I don't go there, but you go to Starbucks. I walked in there one time. I looked up on the wall. I said, "Damn, I just wanted some coffee."
No, just say, let me get all American. That's all you got to ask for.
All
Let me
American.
just get all American. You know what I mean?
That's tough.
And cut that like that. Hey, man.
Jones like the people back in the day at McDonald's. He walk in looking at the menu. He doing this. The same thing on both sides. What you keep looking back
Hey,
and forth?
Look, no, I heard now you go to McDonald's, they flipping.
Yeah.
The signs
Well,
like
listen.
saying, yeah.
The last time I went at McDonald's, I walked in. And I'm looking at the girl standing there. She told me, "Oh, we have a kiosk there for you." I said, "But I'm looking at you. You can't take my order right here."
That's real.
To the kiosk.
Listen, man. Before I go to that kiosk, I'm gonna have to go enroll in a class at ACC.
But everything is convenient.
Is it really?
Yes.
Not for me.
You can coach on your phone. You can hit a button, boy, and they'll have that thing hot and ready for you.
Listen, man, my phone is used to make and take a call,
That's
and I just got to where texting is an option. The hell we talking about, man?
Hey, well, look.
Matter of fact, where my people?
Hey, look.
Mario talking about he ain't no hoarder. He got a beeper at the house.
A green
and my
one.
beeper number used to be 509-8404.
You just gave out somebody
And
the phone
speaking of
number.
beeper, when the beeper hit, guess how it sound? Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I promise you.
Shit, I already knew it.
Dun, 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 dun. I say, oh, hold on. I love
Listen.
you. Hold on, babe. What's happening?
Listen, and you probably got a pearl handle on your.
Yes.
Oh, no question. I'm baby bougie right now.
No,
You know what I
man,
mean?
You six,
You
seven,
one of
Listen,
them
man, I
dudes-
grew up with no central air and heat.
6'7", 260.
Head to foot, people sleeping on the king side bed. It's
R&B.
11 in one bedroom.
Hey, man,
I listen to number that R&B.
So all that,
heavy.
you basically like a Louisiana pimp right now.
I promise you, boy. I'm P. McCartan, 800 count thread. I'm bougie. I'm bougie right now. Cause boy, let me tell you something. Boy, a lot of back cracking, boy, back
I ain't really
aches.
bougie, but I get what you. I get
Yeah.
what
You know what I mean? I'm a little but that's the only word I can find right now. You know what I mean?
'cause
Metrosexual.
You talking about 800 count thread? I know some people don't sleep. They sleep on
800.
Peruvian silk. That's all they sleep on.
Yeah, I ain't on the Peruvian silk. That's too
what I'm
hot.
trying to tell you.
No, it's too hot for me. I want no silk.
Thread count ain't high enough. That's what I'm trying to tell
I
you.
don't want no
Man,
silk.
just hey, look at it.
It don't work. It don't work for this. It don't work for the blood type.
Just get your little drink and lay down some alpaca.
That's
Alpaca.
That's what I got.
Let me get some of that alpaca.
You don't wipe that shit. You blotted.
You blotted.
You got the alpaca.
Alpaca, boy.
Let me get some of that alpaca. Hey, diamonds. There's a clarities on diamonds. VVS clarity.
Right.
VVS clarity, VS clarity, VVS2 is the highest clarity of diamond, right? I think they put VS's in rings, Super Bowls, rings.
What VS stand for? Very shiny.
I think so.
Literally what it stands for.
Yes.
You
yes.
kidding me?
Very,
No, I don't know. I'm
very. I think it's. I forget exactly what it is, but that's just the clarity of diamond,
Oh,
like
my
VVS1,
Lord.
VVS2, all that.
Where we
But
at, man?
I
with
think they
this
put
all
VS diamonds in Super Bowl, national championship rings, this, that, and other. So when you talk about rings, right,
in the sports context.
in the sports context,
Shit can be very misleading.
would you like to be Robert Ory and win
Sell
7 rings worth $50 million, or Charles Barkley worth $200 million and win no rings?
Give me the money.
You want the money?
Give me the $200 million. I'm a Hall of Famer, league MVP, $200 million. Give me the money.
So my next question is, have we been brainwashed to chase rings,
Oh no.
Or
have you
pursue
brainwashed
rings.
to think
to think that rings is
The end all to be all.
that's a better
the
question.
upper echelon, the apex of
Now,
sports?
let me just give a little disclaimer. You know, some stuff is fluid. You know, everything ain't in the box. You know what I'm saying? So one situation, it might be about how many championships you won. In another one, it could not be. Not to sound like we contradicting ourselves, but go ahead.
So media. So basically, what we're getting at is media has kind of influenced us to think that rings are the ticket.
Yeah.
Rings determine your greatness.
Which is ridiculous because you look at each sports league and only so many teams that really won.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a lot of the same teams or the better supposed.
The better organization.
Yeah.
So is there a division amongst greatness in players with rings versus greatness with players without rings?
Nah.
And we would identify one player is greater than the other one because one have rings versus one don't?
I mean, if you want it, like you just brought up Kobe recently, when he had multiple rings, what you say, Jones? It was a 4 or 5 year stretch where Tracy McGrady might have actually been better than him.
Yeah, they was going at it.
Yeah, they was going at it.
Yeah, it was
Regardless,
1 and 1/8.
Like,
yeah, they was going at it.
rings, like it take organizations in most sports, and Jones will agree with this. In most sports, it take organizations to win rings.
Yeah.
Like, so if a guy don't have a ring, but he performing at a high level for 8-9 years, I mean a very high level for 8-9 years, because he ain't win a ring, that ain't on him.
No, you listen. It's called a team sport.
Right.
And you need people around you to be successful. Now, are there some greater than others that can carry people and bring them along? Of course there are. Man. But you need help, man. Let me tell you something. I tell all dudes, well, this dude went for 40. You know, and so on and this and that. And that's a big part of that success. But let me tell you something. If take away Jordan points whenever they had their games or whatever, or take away everybody else's points, Jordan points won't win at all. Right. Same thing with LeBron.
Right.
Take away everybody, so the other people have to contribute.
And not just that, Coach. I mean, you're talking about if you're going to use basketball, there's so many other things that's happening.
Yes.
Do you got a good screener? Somebody read who's doing the dirty work? Who's doing the work that's not so pretty?
Yeah.
No, just imagine I get drafted
Like,
by the Donald Sterling-owned Los Angeles Clippers. What can I do?
Yeah.
Make sure that check clear.
Well, I looked
First
at
and 15. That's all I can do.
That's all you can
I looked
do.
at it, and I'm gonna get skewed, but Tom Brady, great quarterback,
Yeah.
and all of this.
Is he better than Aaron Rodgers?
Talent wise, just physically,
Yeah,
I
just
don't
playing
think
quarterback.
so. I don't think so. I think, to me, what Tom Brady is,
Tom Brady bad though.
he's real bad.
He
He's
bad.
probably the best ever, and I'm gonna tell you why he the best ever. Cause he gonna spot when you make a mistake, he gonna spot it and he gonna kill you for it. Period. He ain't gonna make no outstanding play with his body. He gonna spot when you make a mistake, and then he gonna put it right there for the receiver.
So
to
when he
make
played
a
for the
play.
Patriots, people forget about Malloy, Ty Law.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Them were some
good ass
five teams.
Yeah.
They were
boy.
good. They were very well coached teams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah. So now, like I looked at the Bucks, and everybody was like, "Oh, well, Brady brought him back. He did his part.
Right.
The defense had to make the Sue had to make the fumble. So and so had to recover
Paul
it.
picked
There's a
one
lot
up.
of people out there grinding and doing all that. Now,
Yeah.
do you bring a great mentality and a work ethic? And a lot of people, some people had that ability for
What
people
was
to
Tom
follow
Brady
them.
numbers in the Super Bowl last year? Producer Nick.
It wasn't
They had
great.
220 yards maybe.
That was like a JV scrimmage. They beat the
Yeah,
shit
but
out
I'm
of
just saying, like, but the numbers when you
I
look
don't
at.
think if I was starting an organization from scratch, I got an expansion organization. I don't know if a 26-year-old or 25-year-old Tom Brady is be the guy that I start my organization with.
Right.
So when you and
And neither was the Patriots. They
I only-
wasn't counting on
I only
that.
asked that question
Peyton
because
Manning, I might start my organization
Yeah.
with Peyton Manning. Aaron Rodgers, I would literally, that would be my first pick.
Yeah.
so
maybe not
I
Tom
only asked
Brady.
that question because
But he's
when,
great in a different way, like Jones just
Yeah.
said.
yeah, cerebral, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Stays even keel. I
Yes.
mean, always thinks he has a chance to win.
Yeah.
And don't beat himself and make those mistakes.
And not that other quarterbacks don't do it, but I marvel at him when it's tight and they coming back and he just be so and so 99 da. Walk up
Same
to the
stuff
line.
you saw Joe Montana doing.
Same thing. It's been done before. He is great because he been in the right situation.
200.
He was 21 for 29 for 201 yards and 3 touchdowns.
So 201, 3 touchdowns. Now, I only asked that question. We're talking about team sports and we're talking
Right.
about greatness amongst guys. Well, if you look at the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, who's in the NFC Championship game right now,
Jimmy G, your boy.
Jimmy, a lot of people is destroying him because they like, does the quarterback even matter?
And that's
we know it does,
Yeah,
but
and that's
does the
foolishness,
quarterback
too.
even matter? Because when you look at his numbers, you look at Brad Johnson's numbers when he won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Again, it's fluid.
it's right. It's
Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer said I got to make one play a game.
One.
They got,
The defense
And that
is
don't
over.
that even though the quarterback position is still the most important position
is.
on the field, and there are guys that can win games. You look at it right now, and from a number standpoint. Well, listen, that D clicking on the other side.
hey, give me
You don't make no mistakes.
give me a position out there that's more dependent on more people than quarterback.
Huh.
It's not one.
It ain't one.
That's the most. He depending the most on everybody to do their job, but
I'll tell you
yet
I'll tell you
nobody
position
else
I'm
get the
impressed with.
credit.
I'm impressed with on the football field is playing cornerback because you're running
man.
backwards while somebody running forward.
It's getting harder and harder.
Listen,
for them guys.
man.
Yeah.
Jones, I saw something the other day where I know a DB is taught this. Oh, if Mario's coming, he shuts down his feet. This means that Jones, they got double moves. They got guys on the offensive end now shutting down their feet, turning their head. That means a certain thing to
Just
a
like
DB.
just like the
so
Smitty.
when they jump it
Yeah.
and then they give up the touchdown over the top, like what you want from a DB?
Man.
And guess what? And then you depended on them dudes on the line to get in there and shorten
some
that
pressure,
time. and
so
get
I
some
can
pressure.
jump it.
That's so I can
Yeah.
jump
That's
it.
why Ramsey got smoked at the end.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Got caught
Yeah.
peeking back there thinking that front folk going to continue to keep hollering
Yeah, and-
because they were hollering.
Yeah, they were screaming.
They
coming
was
in.
hollering boy, all
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
That was a defensive job. Like it's hard. They make it harder because the league is about scoring points. So it's all the advantages are to the offense.
Yeah, I guess I've gotten as I've gotten older and I watch games more. And let me tell you something. People might not agree. I watch games and I tell my dudes all the time, it ain't as many great plays as people think.
Nah.
It's more mess ups and they get caught.
Yep.
It's more blown coverages and assignments and they get caught.
And
But
coach, some hell of
people-
athletes out there too, though.
It is.
Nah, but I
It is, but
I
I'm
tend
saying.
to agree with Coach Jones,
Yeah,
and that's why you
hell of
see a
an
lot of
athletes out
coaches
there,
going
too.
ballistic on the sideline. We
Yes.
over this all week and
All week.
Because you have to minimize what guys are doing.
Listen, I watched Devin White with the in the Rams game. He must have saw something different. He went screaming at the quarterback. He supposed to cover the tight end. The tight end left open, boom, touchdown.
Yep.
Now, was that a great read by the quarterback, or was that this fool made a mistake? I
Or
got him.
that might be he did the same shit in week 4. We go catch it.
That's it.
And
That's it.
And people don't realize when you see like a receiver on the sideline going off about the quarterback missed him on the seam route. We've been working on this shit all week.
Yeah, listen.
It came open
And,
and, you
and
missed
it's
it.
more communication and da-da-da,
Yeah.
because I'm going to tell you something. That mistake, damn, it seemed like the ball go to where that mistake made every time.
Yeah, to find it.
There's a
time.
lot that goes into that in the preparation. I mean, if you look
There
at it
you
on,
go.
on the basketball court, it's like depending on how much you breaking it down, you have to even say, okay, he loves to go left 70% of the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make him go right. It increases your chance of winning. Just a small adjustment like that increases
Right.
your chance of winning a game.
Or every time he go left, he like to spin. Rio, as soon as he pick it up, you
Yeah.
can come in.
You know what
Listen,
I'm saying?
On
the
week-
better players are the ones with some athletic ability and they cerebral and they
Yeah.
understand the game. Listen, my man is Magic Johnson
Right.
above everybody. Man, that big unathletic long dude, man, but he could control that
unathletic.
game. He could see that flow.
Huge, though.
He knew who to get the ball to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then over time, his set shot got
It did
better.
It got better.
Yeah, all
But
that
that's why
stuff.
people now are impressed. I am so tired of hearing LeBron James is the oldest player in the league to do this, and this. Right?
Oh, you
Do you know what demand like demand?
You so tired of hearing it because you're a LeBron hater.
I'm not a LeBron hater. Don't do that. Like, don't do that, boy.
Or you was a LeBron hater.
Never a LeBron hater. I'm a LeBron lover.
Yeah,
like,
he
you know what I
ain't no
mean?
hater.
Ain't no hate at all.
But it take everything too far.
But look, people forget, Coach. You just used the word cerebral. LeBron's smart as hell on the court.
yeah.
And then now he picking his spots even better than he ever had.
better than he ever had. And then was crazy ass
unreal.
Was crazy ass maybe never was seen before athletic.
Right.
I tell people all the time that was the biggest thing about Mike. He was fundamental, which nobody looks at, and then crazy ass athletic. That's a hell of a combination. No wonder you thought of as one of the greatest, if
But they
not
try
the
to find
greatest.
something to beat him down with. He got a steal the other day with a dunk, the one he normally fly by the rim. He's not getting up as high. The man got 35.
Yeah.
Is it your job to say that on as a commentator?
Jones, we've been around a
And he
long
picking
time.
his spots better to expend that energy.
I've never seen a guy do more and get more backlash.
Oh, me neither.
Like
He gets
dude,
destroyed, man.
ridiculous,
It's called wear and tear. And what I mean that, he been around and been great for so long, they sick of it.
20 years, though.
People sick of it.
20. And he been there for 20. It ain't like he took a year off.
And they've been hearing about him before then.
You know what I mean? Like he been. Man, I heard about LeBron. He was 16.
That's what I'm saying.
He's impressive, bro. Like,
No, he is
just-
impressive.
I
I mean, that show
never seen nothing like this.
yeah, but it's impressive. Like it's impressive to watch. Enjoy it.
What this is year 19?
19.
So
And you can see he done slowed down. You can see it.
let's do the math, Jones. So year 19 would have been when the Lakers repeated in '88 for Kareem. That'd have been 19 because he came in 6. What do you think Kareem was averaging year 19? 15 maybe?
15, 14.
LeBron
That
was like
14.
28,
Yeah.
29, no, like 28.
See,
Because they repeated in '88 and they got swept in '89 by the Pistons. So
see,
that was
but
year
then people say,
20.
well, them young boys out there, and he manhandle them, and he like little boys to them. That's not his problem or fault.
Why you always excusing the production?
Yes. Look at the production.
Last I checked,
I
just
think-
like in boxing, it's not to get hit,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
it's a given with LeBron.
When you
I
play
think-
basketball.
No, I think what they said with LeBron, they basically saying this. Well, yeah, we know he's great.
They tired of
But
it.
now they want to nitpick at this.
God,
That's the ring
man.
coach.
Instead of
like-
enjoying it.
Like speaking back on the ring, Coach Jones, I'll give you an example. College football, you got Nick Saban. They on a run that's never been seen by anybody up here, and it is a very impressive run.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Georgia Bulldogs.
Yep.
Smoked them.
Georgia.
That was a big
Kirby
win.
Smart, he from Bainbridge,
That's a
Georgia.
whole nother thing, man. They already whooped your ass and won the conference. Shouldn't we have to have play again?
We saw that with your Gators and Seminoles back in the day.
I said it then.
Same result.
I said it
Yeah,
then.
same
Damn, they
result.
whooped our ass. We whooped their ass. We have to play again. Y'all done mess us up.
Yeah.
Somebody got to come out on the. You see what I'm saying?
It just so happened to happen on a bigger stage.
That's all
You
it
gotta
is.
take
That's
you
it.
got to take the rules how they set.
And it's set that way.
So
Yeah.
Nick Saban is on a hell of a run. Jones, we always talk about the old Hurricane teams from
Yeah.
83 to 91.
Them- yeah.
8 years, they won 4 chips. Now, they won 4 chips in 8 years with how many different coaches? 3 different coaches.
Oh, you talking about Miami?
Yeah, they won
Yeah.
with Snellenberger,
Erickson.
Jimmy, and then Erickson.
And
Yeah.
then Erickson.
Now, that's impressive,
And
I
then-
think.
And then Larry Coker came in later.
He won and won one. Now, I think that's impressive. Now, obviously, you can't shake no stick at what Nick Saban been doing. But rings, I think it's all about context. You know, Bobby Bowden probably changed the landscape of college football with some of the stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
He only won 2 rings.
Yeah.
That was when he
And
got
that's
2
terrible.
rings.
That's terrible.
So, like, we can't say, well,
But I think they. I think
him and Dabo got the same
I think
amount
Florida
of rings.
State was ranked in the top 5 at the end of the season for like 10 straight
14
years,
straight
14
years.
years,
Yeah.
something crazy like
Yeah,
that.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, like, but
Something is to be like consistency is a plus.
Let me tell you something. Miami ain't there. They one of the greatest programs ever.
Yeah, they don't have to play Miami, which he didn't have to play Miami.
No.
He sought them back then. They was independent. Bobby ain't had to play Miami.
They was in.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
he
when they
did-
was
he did-
independent.
Yeah, Florida State and Miami was independent. Bobby signed up for that. So
But like Rick
were
said,
they?
yeah, Miami was independent and Florida
Wow.
State.
you
was
want to be the
independent.
best, you got to beat the best.
He played Miami every
That
year.
mentality don't exist no more. though.
No.
Bobby played Miami every year, unlike the Gators.
Yeah, they skipped away from him many times.
Well, look, we know what the Gators. My Knights just beat the Gators.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
UCL.
Hey, it's
You
I'm gonna give you one on
yeah.
that. Me and you done talked about this. I'm sitting up here and I'm looking at our record at the college.
Uh-huh.
We sitting, we was around 800. 800. We was around 500. We done played 3 teams ranked in the country. I go back and I look at everybody's schedule. They got about 8 or 9 gimmies.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get them gimmies.
Gimmies.
They
Gotta
count
get
too.
them
And then I'm looking at mine and I'm saying, I got 3 gimmies. And I'm not saying because my talent level here, theirs here, but I literally got 3 gimmies. And I'm looking at theirs and I'm like, I need to fatten up my schedule
That's
then
what
and get them.
UCF did that year. They went undefeated in
Yes.
football.
Yes.
But then who we smoked though?
You know what I'm saying? They
Who we
played-
smoked, though, at the
they
end?
played Johnson and Wales.
It
They
don't matter who we smoked at the end. It didn't matter. LSU
played-
got it.
They played ASA.
Baylor got it.
Yeah.
So I played ASA.
You know who Auburn got it. Yeah. And then the Florida Gators just
Y'all
got
beat
it. And I got a Gator to my
Y'all
left.
didn't beat Auburn.
We did beat Auburn at the end of the year. Yes, we did that year.
They did.
Yeah,
Who
we
y'all
did.
lost to in the,
They
We
beat
lost to
Auburn.
LSU the year you talking
y'all
about.
lost to
They
LSU.
beat Auburn.
Smoke all.
And
Smoke,
gave-
we ain't just beat them. We smoked
And gave
them.
LSU a good game.
I don't smoke no bloods, but I'll get me a guy every now and again. Smoke
your-
them
you
people.
get your tiger
I
on.
get me a tiger.
Nah, but rings. I don't think his ring a
It's,
bust.
it's
I
a
mean,
part of the story. It's not the whole story. The ring.
I like that. I
You
like
know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah,
I
Charles
like that.
Barkley had a hell of a career. Charles Barkley 22-11 for his career. And you talking about if he ain't win no ring?
Let me tell you
What
something.
y'all bought by 6'5"?
If he,
Maybe.
yeah.
He 2020 live.
Listen, that dude used to play at damn near 300 pounds.
That's
I remember when he was at Auburn, they went to play Kentucky, watching it on damn near Jefferson Pilot back in the day. And they used to
Jefferson Pilot.
Yeah. And they
Kind
used
of 31, 32, something like that.
38.
38. There it is.
and they used to call him the round mound of rebound.
Right.
And his ass was the big as hell. You know, and at that time, Kentucky had Mel Turpin.
7-footer.
And Bowie.
I remember
That
Turpin.
started.
2 7-footers.
And they asked Barkley about going to Kentucky. He said, I'm going to put Mel on this cheek, and I'm going to put Bowie on this cheek,
What
and
he
I'm
had?
taking all of them to the rim.
What he had, 20 and 20?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Went
so-
up on him, dunked that on him, 6'4",
So now look,
one of the greatest players.
what's the difference
man.
between Charles Barkley yesterday and Zion today?
Charles was more consistent.
Yes.
Charles
Charles
ain't
more
missed,
consistent.
Charles ain't missed a year and a
No,
half.
oh,
with
you say
injury.
consistent about being available because
Yes.
the best what is what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be available. You can't make
The
you
best
can't
ability?
Make, is availability.
Availability.
Hey, they say
'Cause he,
Bill Parcells tell
He
you
did
you
average
can't make the
27 and 9,
club.
shot 62%.
Oh,
from
no,
the
he
field
did.
last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
He did that one time.
Oh, yeah.
He did that one time.
No, he did. No.
Once.
Yeah.
You got to beat it. You got to
No,
do
but
it.
I was talking about in regards to like you see where the science have gone, but you got a guy like Charles Barkley, his body structure, doing what he do then. Kind of same body type. You know what I mean? Bill, maybe not as explosive off of 2, but explosive.
Ooh.
Not as explosive
Okay.
off 2.
Okay.
Charles was explosive now.
Reed, I don't know.
Off 2 feet. No.
Reed, every
Man,
offensive
Charles
rebound
Barkley
he
ain't never
got.
had a 48-inch vertical off
See,
2
you
feet,
talking
man.
about I'm talking about what I've seen in the game.
Oh, yeah, no, that was-
They're playing against the Celtics with Pierce and
I
McHale.
thought I was being gentle by saying not as
Reed,
explosive.
Coach Jones,
You
he's
were.
getting offensive rebounds, powering back up.
I agree,
I
but
know.
he worded it well.
That like I didn't like I'm not saying I
He
didn't
talking
say like
about all the metrics and he can run
No,
and jump. We got the thing out testing
that
and
is
all that.
that is what he do.
but
that what he doing?
no, that is what I do. But what I'm saying is when I'm
5135 West Side.
That's what he do.
I test.
That's what
I
he do.
test. That's why I say not as explosive as Zion. You know, like not
Well,
as. But I would. But
all that shit is semantics. He is, and Zion Young, Barkley.
I
is
hope the
considerably
kid
better than
gets
Charles
back
Barkley.
too, man.
He'll be back.
oh no,
He
he's
young.
definitely considerably better.
He young.
You know what I
He'll be
mean?
back.
But it's just so much other stuff
Ooh.
going around it.
Will he?
Like, it's so much other stuff around that
Will he?
stuff, man. Like,
So, see,
Listen.
we program like. Remember somebody used to hurt their knee. We used to be like, oh, look, that ain't nothing no more.
No, you can tell you.
but he got, but
that
that, he
He young. The
But
best
his-
thing he
he
got
been
on
out.
his
He been
side
out,
is he
he
young.
been out 2 years with a foot injury.
his problem ain't
young.
that. You know what his problem is? He's set for life already. He ain't got to grind.
Ooh, that's a big one.
That's
I'ma keep it
that's
real.
his biggest problem.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Do we really got to play
I
anymore?
play in the league. That thing hit the first and the 15th. It's gonna be hard for me to stay motivated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real.
A Honda.
Yeah, that's his biggest problem.
I'm pulling Raw Strickland, Mookie Blaylock moves. I'm
No.
showing
Now
up
we
late.
finna see just how motivated
Nah.
are you. We finna find
Nah,
out.
but he young. He'll be back. Zion, he'll be.
I mean, I hope the kid comes back, man. I think he deserves to show a little bit more of his talent and what he has.
but
But
see-
it also what Zion won't though.
Here's the cross little thing on that, and you know this. That's a lot of weight on them feet that you got problems
Charles
with.
with 300 though.
Yeah, but Charles ain't had no problem with his feet.
Charles had
Once you
hip
start having
replacement
problem with them
surgery. Charles
feet-
walk like a penguin now.
Once you start having problem with them feet, you better get that weight down.
Listen, I had a foot problem after surgery, boy. I had to
was
get
heavy.
right. Boy, listen, it was heavy. It was heavy, boy. But then they had to get that thing right, boy. Listen, right, walking around at 6'7", 260.
Listen,
boy,
the most
with a
famous
40.
person
40.
with
Dang.
feet, Bill Walton.
38. Nah,
Bill Walton. And y'all talk about did he belong to
Walton.
top 75 and all of this. That's the most when we came
Get
up.
him out of here.
That dude has so many surgeries on his feet. You know what I'm
But
saying?
back
and
then,
that
that
ain't
stuff was barbaric. Like they probably
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have
real.
what they
well,
was
you
doing
got
back
more
then.
problem recovering from the surgery than you do the actual
From the
injury.
actual
Yeah,
surgery,
man.
yeah.
It was. I mean, that part has come so far, man. It's like, man, when you talk about the surgeries and other stuff that is happening with these guys, man.
Yeah.
But
But the whole ring argument, like I actually had a talk with a guy probably a week or two ago. We were talking about players and this, and then it went into the whole ring thing. Jones, this is how brainwashed people are. I told a dude, Magic Johnson won 5 rings, but he made it to 9 finals. So he's 5-4 in the finals. I think that's impressive that you made it to the championship round 9 times. Like, you get credit for making it to the championship round.
Yeah.
But people, they hear this again, ESPN, Michael Jordan 6-0 story.
He's not the only one undefeated with finals.
No. He might be one of the only one with 6, but there's people with 8.
There's people with more.
I thought 8 was more than 6.
Yes.
Last time I checked.
And everybody come up and talk about that. There's other people.
Yeah.
Then it's something with that. Well, they played during it. Well,
They can't help it.
then why are we talking about
Right.
this?
Producer
then?
Nick, have you seen? I'm sure any one of us have seen it, but if the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, I'm sure you're gonna hear.
Pat Mahomes the best ever.
Well, not just that, but they're the fourth team making the 3 straight Super Bowls, the third team. I'm sure we're gonna hear it.
To make it the X amount.
The 3 straight Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what they're gonna feed us, and that should be impressive. Like, say what you want to say. Like, one of the best games we've seen in a long time with the Chiefs versus the Bills. If anybody watched that game, but like them 2 young quarterbacks, man, I honestly. When you look at kind of knowing how they I got you kind of knowing how they scout guys, Patrick Mahomes has changed the scouting report. Like, he's untraditional when you go scout a guy.
Question,
In what
Reed.
sense?
Was that great quarterback play or awful defense?
That was great
It's
quarterback
usually
play.
awful defense, John.
Go to both.
That's
of them.
what I'm saying.
The Bills
Usually awful defense. He
decent.
had success doing something for 59 minutes and 32 seconds.
And then you're going to let them
Get to the
get you in
last 28
13?
seconds and do
No,
something totally different.
13 seconds?
It's usually
Well,
pretty bad defense.
Dak had 14 seconds.
What?
Prescott, and they couldn't even get a field goal.
And they
I mean, we
messed
talking
it
about the
up,
Cowgirls, though.
yeah. Oh, damn, the Cowgirls.
Cowgirls. And I don't even know why I root against the Cowboys.
Cause they fans be ridiculous
Is
sometimes.
that okay?
That's why.
I don't know why.
They
I root against
ridiculous.
Because I don't even like.
They ain't won nothing since 1992.
Yeah, but when they did, it was good, though.
I mean,
tough.
last I checked is what have you done
I'm
for me
saying that
lately?
because I'm a Cowboys fan.
I know,
Oh, so
I
I
know,
thought you was
I know.
Steelers.
No, I know. No, he
I thought
Cowboy.
it was Steelers.
He's a Cowboy.
All the old heads either be
Yeah,
Cowboys
they
or
be.
Steelers. I thought
Hey,
it was Steelers.
That's how it be.
Hey, look, you know what I said when the Cowboy lost
Damn, my bad. I
again?
didn't mean to call y'all the Cowgirls.
I say, look, Jerry Jones, just keep getting that check.
But I ain't
for
a fan
beautiful
like that no
stadium.
more.
Right.
That beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Host a couple Final Four tournaments.
So,
You know what I mean?
so the rain conversation, I asked a young fella, would you rather be Warren Moon or Jim Kelly? I want to go to the chip 4 times.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Listen. They
And
want-
lose?
I want to go, Reed. We'll see what happens when we get there.
Hey,
I do want to go
can
with
I-
a chance.
Do you agree or
Right.
disagree with this? Buffalo Bills, one of the greatest teams to ever play
Yes.
football.
Yes.
But listen to how you. But somebody in the sports world would say you crazy because they lost.
Because they lost.
Yeah.
But when you look, and I'm saying it, I'm agreeing with you because you got 4 Hall of Famers on that team.
Yeah.
Kelly.
And they
Thurman,
produced.
Andre Reed.
You got to
Bruce
championship
Smith, yeah,
games.
4.
Yeah,
You
and-
won at a high
And
clip.
then you got 5. And then you got a Don BB.
Yeah.
What's my other light skinned defensive end Tiger?
Cornelius Bennett.
Cornelius Bennett.
Yeah, you
Played
just
in
couldn't.
5 Super Bowls.
You
know
just
what I mean?
couldn't close it out that day.
Right.
You just
Yeah.
couldn't close
That
it out
team,
that
I
day.
that team
want a chance.
was fire. God, that team was fire.
So hypothetically, Jones, you and Mario get drafted the same year. We got a crystal ball. It's kind of foggy. I say, hey, Reed, you go get to the finals 6 times. We don't know how many you go win. Jones, you go get to the finals 12 times. Which one you want?
12. And I don't do hypotheticals, but give me 12.
I want 12.
And my boy
sides.
Randy Cunningham wrote number 12.
It wasn't that good, but I get what you're saying.
God, you disrespectful. You know, my man was like 34, went to the Vikings and led the league in passing yards, and we was the number 1 offense in the league
That
and
was
lost
a
the
hell of a-
championship.
Who beat
I
y'all
hated
that
to
year?
see them
Who
lose
beat y'all
that
that year? Y'all went
championship.
15-1. Who beat y'all that year?
The Bucks.
I hated to see that.
Crush me. That's why I don't like them. And I'm in Tampa, 813. Love my city. You hear me?
But I want-
I don't rock with the Bucks.
Let me
Okay.
ask you this: how many rings Gervin got?
Who?
Gervin.
None.
0. Well, ABA,
So he ain't great.
apparently
Man,
not.
come on, man. According to who?
He ain't win no rings.
Man, stop
That's
it, man.
craziness.
That's according to anybody that just sits there with their TV on 206
Dominique ain't great.
or ESPN 1, 2, and 3.
Dominique ain't great.
Yeah, that
Dominique
ring.
Williams is-
Yeah,
is
that ring
probably-
stuff ridiculous. man.
Dominic,
Melo ain't great.
It's just a part of the story.
All time scoring.
not bad.
It
8 all
adds
time.
to it.
Adds to it.
And look how they glorified it. He's shooting the highest percentage from 3-point line in his career, Carmelo Anthony. Look who he plays with. You think if you allow that man to say, stand where he's at and he can make shots.
So this how ridiculous the media is. Jones, you know this. Reed, you know this. You're a basketball head. Since he was a junior in high school, what was Melo? A scorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got to Syracuse. He said, man, this kid can really score the ball.
Yeah.
He get to the league. He scores the ball. He's a scoring champion. You know what they say about him? All he really does is score. You've been saying since he was 16 he'll score.
Yeah.
He gets to the league and does just that, and then he get killed for it.
Man, the thing about anything when it comes down to it, and we mentioned it earlier, right? And I had a conversation with Coach Jones the other day when his little guard that's having a nice little run, and he's
Yes,
going
sir.
to play Division I basketball.
Yes,
My
sir.
brethren, my Haitian
But-
brethren.
but-
Sock passe.
They hit me up every day.
Come on,
with
yeah.
it.
Yeah, shout out.
Haitians.
But,
All my
but,
Haitians out there.
but what people don't realize is give the Philadelphia 76ers some credit. Give Coach Jones some credit. You build around that talent.
You have to.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's how you're going to produce wins.
That's the perfect example. That team with Iverson and the Sixers getting to the finals and losing, that was their ceiling.
yeah, that was it.
was
Right.
it.
Exactly.
You know
But then
what I'm
people
saying?
people
But-
say, well, take Allen Iverson away. Bitch, take anybody best
Take
player
any-
away.
take
and it's
anybody
different.
best
That
player
was that
away.
team.
Like,
when Memphis was going to what it was going to with Zebo them, second, third round. Of the
Yeah.
playoffs, that was the ceiling.
with that
was it.
team.
That was it.
But now, but you
Everybody
talking
don't
about
win chips.
okay, yeah, Zebo a 2010 guy, but can I learn how to build around that?
Yeah.
Look at that Sacramento Kings team. You know what I mean? They lost to the Lakers with Horner now.
With the
So
controversy.
Yakovich and Jason Williams and Chris
Webber.
Webber.
Yeah.
Like their ceiling was, but you build around what you have and then hope you better your chances in regards to getting to where you're
Yeah.
gonna get to.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
It ain't all about no ring all the time.
Not at
That's-
all.
That's that media crap.
So-
Get us out of here, Coach.
It
Reed.
ain't about that ring. Hey,
Who started that?
They started it with the
I never heard
ESPN
that
and
before
Jordan.
until
Disney started that.
yeah. I never
ESPN
heard that
and Jordan.
before until that came. But guess what?
a little late in the
ESPN
lamb.
and Jordan.
It's work for them.
Little
'Cause
late in the
now,
lamb on
now
Disney.
all these shows on Exploded, all these talk shows on it's work for them.
Nah, the personalities are damn near bigger than the athletes.
Yeah, it's work for them.
Ain't no question.
Hey, kudos to them. They,
Who's paying the
they
$1 billion
found it.
to the league?
Yeah,
The TV.
yeah.
Somebody give us a contract. We'll take it. We'll
Give us
take,
a contract,
We'll take
Lou.
9 figures. Not a 9 out.
Boom.